Point Weather Super 7-Day Forecast.
All right, we have made it to Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week, and we have some major changes on the way as we look ahead to your Easter weekend, which we'll get into in just a moment. I do want to start things off with a live look from Delzura. A lot less clouds in the mix to start off the day, and that's contributing to a much cooler start. Some areas are waking up nearly 15 degrees colder than the same time yesterday, especially when we talk about the inland valleys as well as the mountain areas. Good morning to Carlsbad. You're waking up at 50 degrees right now. We're at 47 in Del Mar as well as Poway, and even in Vista we're at 44 in Escondido, and we're in the 30s and 40s in the mountain areas. 45 right now in Borrego Springs, and we're currently at 56 degrees in Ocotillo Wells. In comparison to the same time yesterday, as I mentioned, temperatures have plummeted because of those clear conditions overnight. So we'll have a couple of storms rolling on by. This one's going to dodge us, bringing more rain and snow to the Pacific Northwest as well as Northern California. The secondary system here is going to make a bullseye for Central California, and that's associated with a cold front, and that's going to bring a lot of changes to Southern California. So as we roll out, this is our European model. High resolution, not high resolution rather, but it is a long range model futurecast here, and this showcases kind of the timeline. So we'll start to see some rain early Saturday. It will become moderate to heavy at times Saturday afternoon, and the rain will eventually transition into snow looking ahead to Saturday evening, especially for those elevations that sit around 5,500 feet. I know tomorrow is a really big day for a lot of people headed to Petco Park for opening day. In the morning, I would dress in layers if you're planning to head out to downtown, the Gaslamp East Village. We'll start off in the upper 50s, and then by the afternoon will remain breezy and pretty mild. So depending on where you're sitting, it could feel a lot more cooler, especially if you're in the shade. Then this weekend, temperatures will plummet, and we'll start to have that rain falling Saturday on and off all the way through Monday. Sunday, the rain starts to taper off a bit, but we do have the chance for isolated thunderstorms, and that could result into heavy downpours with gusty winds at times. Here's a quick look at the rain futurecast here. Again, these are preliminary estimated totals, but they have the coast all the way to the valley areas collecting anywhere from an inch to about 2.5 inches. That's a little ambitious as far as the numbers go, but again, this system going to be very different than last weekend. It's going to pack a huge punch in terms of moisture in precipitable water. So just make sure that you're banking on a wet Easter weekend ahead. We'll start to feel the impacts of the storms in terms of wind, so they'll really start to ramp up, especially looking ahead to tomorrow night. We'll have isolated gusts anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour, and those stronger winds will become amplified this weekend. Desert areas will be in the low 80s. We drop down to the 70s on Friday, eventually to the 60s by this weekend in the deserts. Jared.
I'm just going to focus on today, Vanessa.